What's up, guys? Let me know that you can hear me in the chat. Hopefully everything's working all right. Obviously, you guys know I've been having technical difficulties. We'll see what happens in this stream. Hopefully everything goes good. We have a lot to talk about, a whole lot to talk about. So what was it, Friday? I think it was Friday, either Thursday or Friday. Trump announced 50% EU tariffs. He said, oh yeah, 50% sounds good. And then, right, markets went down. Then last night, he announces he's going to pause the tariffs. Guys, let me know what you think in the comments, in the chat. Do you think this is pure market manipulation? Or do you think there's something else behind it, or someone else calling the shots, or whatever it may be? Let me know in the comments below. I'm super curious to see other perspectives on this, but it is literally insane. The amount of manipulation or excuses maybe for what's going on in the markets because they're doing what they're doing. So it's funny watching this CNBC page, right? Because a little while ago it said in the same note, Dow rises 500 points, and they just keep lowering it like it's new, right? Now it's 300 points. Let's refresh. Maybe they'll put it to 400. Now it still says 300, but just to say, so no comments, not letting me know what's your thoughts are. Nobody has any thoughts on the manipulation or whatever. And then, oh yeah, today, the Bitcoin conference, we're going to take a look at the Bitcoin price. We're going to take a look at where it might be headed. Remember, guys, the last few Bitcoin conferences, crypto dumped. Not saying it's going to happen this time, but every time everybody thinks it's going to pump, and literally at least half of the Bitcoin conferences it has dumped. Maybe a few have pumped, but just be cautious there. I know a lot of times when the hype is getting hyper hyped, right? When it's getting super hyped, it's time to set back, calm down, take a look at what's going on, and just be cautious, right? Musk. Now, Musk is spending a whole lot more time on his companies, not so much on the Doge, right? So what's going on there? He did say a couple weeks back he was confused on why there were no arrests from the things they had found, and then all of a sudden he's cutting back. He has also said that he is never going to, unless absolutely needed, but he sees no reason to ever donate as much to an election as he did before. That's telling you that he's, in my opinion, you guys let me know what you think. Remember, none of this is financial advice, but in my opinion, that's telling me he is not happy with what's going on with the current administration compared to what he thought it was going to be, right? Just my thought. Maybe I'm wrong. You let me know. But the markets are reacting to the 50% tariff delay until July 9th. Now we'll see what happens there, guys. Remember, once we hit 100 likes, I will give you a free PrimeXBT promo code. I'll post it in the chat. Once we hit 100 likes, the first one to use it gets a free $200 in their account. Don't forget that time is almost up. I think maybe you have another week, maybe, I'm not sure how long. Not long though for you to sign up using my link down below for 100% deposit bonus. Whatever you deposit, they will match 100% up to $10,000 to use towards your margin for trading on PrimeXBT. Check them out. My tutorial is almost done. The new tutorial goes over a little bit of the Meta 5 trading and things like that, if you guys are not familiar with that. But anyways, let's take a look at some charts. So as you can see, the DXY, we're still lingering right in this zone. We dropped below it again, but popped back inside. Will it be able to hold or not? That is the question. 10-year yields getting a little bounce today. Had a couple drops last week, but it is getting a little bounce. I don't see a whole lot of divergence here. Nothing that is too concerning on which way it's going to go right now, but right now it is currently getting supported on top of the 13 EMA, which is at 4.46, and the 8 EMA is resistance at 4.49. As you guys know, if you watch the channel, I do believe this is what we are heading towards. I know a lot of people think this is impossible. To each their own. Nobody knows the future for sure, but a lot of things are lining up here, in my opinion, for this. So let's see, what time is it? 10:06. Did we have the 10 o'clock reversal? It's not looking like it. Let's go into the 1 minute chart, right? And we'll see what happens. So if we have the 10 o'clock reversal, which would have been right here, that should be the top for the day, and we continue down from here. This is a 1 minute chart, so be careful, guys. We may come down all the way back down to these levels and close this gap, so be careful. We'll also keep an eye on Bitcoin, because remember, Bitcoin doesn't act on its own. Bitcoin does what the Dow does. If the Dow crashes like the chart I showed you before, Bitcoin is going to go so low, people are not even going to be able to fathom where it's at. All right, let's take a look at our trade here. We're at break even. We're negative. We're minus 100, minus 200, somewhere in that range right here. I will be closing this short if we pop up and make a new high. But as of right now, I'm going to stay in the shorts. Same ones I was in last week. It's 6 Bitcoin total in my short here. Don't forget also BITUNIX. If you chance to win this ends on the 6th, June 6th. But you can win a Model 3 Tesla or 35,000, Rolex or 12,000. Sign up using my link. Once you use my link, you're automatically signed up. And what are we at? We're at minus 163. I did close a short. I was in last week, so this account total is where are we at? We started with 800. I think we have, I don't even see it on here. I think we have like, where's that? Should be my total, should be on here. I don't even see it. But anyways, right now I think we have like 1,300 somewhere in there. We started this one. I think we put 600 in actually. But I did close the short. Right now we are hovering around that 110. Now let's take a look at the charts. We'll get a little bit closer here in a minute. But remember, this is the bullish Bitcoin chart that we drew out way back in December. We were looking for a bounce here. We did get the bounce here. We're making a new high, but will it get up to the 136, 125 to 136 range for the top? And how we would get those levels is go from, let's see what low we want to go from here. We're going to go from this low, this high, this low. So that would show 117 to 136, right? That's how we got this level. If we do our first target, if we break this last high, right? We're going to go look at about 117 all the way up to 136 is possible. Don't think it's going to go straight there. I would expect maybe if it's going to go there, hit the 117, come down, get a little rejection, come back up, and hit the high from there. Or we're finished here and we are coming down for a massive correction. Again, this all depends on what the stock market does right here. If they can kick the can down the road a little bit more, which looks like they're trying to do, if they can kick the can down the road, eventually the market's going to catch up, right? So basically they're just dumping a bunch of money, pushing a bunch of money. So if this continues to go up, basically what the Fed is doing is they're buying the debt and they're buying their quantitative easing, right? They're buying the debt and they're buying the markets. They do it all the time. They're doing this undercover and aren't saying much about it. At least I haven't heard anything. Have you? But you can see that by watching the debt. When the debt's going down, when the 10-year yield goes down, the Fed's buying the debt, guys. Ain't nobody else buying America's debt right now. But let me know what you think. We're only got 30. Oh, damn. Hold on. Is this thing screwing up again? I think I know why. Disconnect it. Let's see if we get a better streaming now. Apologize for that. Let's see if this fixes it. So apparently, let's see. Are we going to work now? Can you guys see me or what? So this is what I'm looking at here on the 4 hour. And we didn't quite tag the top of this yet. Could that be close enough? Maybe. Let me get rid of this stuff here. So we were looking for a break of that to get us to 113. It did not. And it dropped back below that trend line. So as of right now, I'm not going to be watching that trend line. Hopefully that fixed it there, guys. It said I was having a screwy bit rate. But anyways. So if we are in a rising wedge here, right, we could get up a little bit higher. This may be just like A, B, and then we're doing a C down. If we do, I would watch for a break of this bottom trend line, which is going to be approximately 108,588. And if that happens, that's going to get us to approximately 105 range. Now, if we're looking at the bigger picture, you're looking at this yellow rising channel here. Take a measured move of that. That one would get you down to like 98. But keep an eye on this. If we do break this top trend line here, let me show you. If we do break this 111 range, right, that would get us up to approximately, so that would make this be an inverse head and shoulders on the RSI, getting one more push up. And that high would get us probably actually up higher than that 113. That would get us up to approximately 114 if we break up past that 111 and of course get through the all-time high. Otherwise, I'm looking for a break of the bottom. And if we break this bottom of the wedge here, look for that 104-ish range, somewhere in there. 105. So make sure you guys smash likes. Hopefully everything is evened out now. Let's see if everything. Excellent condition now. Yep. All fixed, all good. Sorry about that, guys. You know what? Rambler, you got the same size Yeti cup? This is my wife's. I just threw some coffee in it. So, anyways, what do you guys think of the Bitcoin convention? Let's see, or the Bitcoin, whatever they're calling it. Rabbit Hole on Twitter just sent me something that said, Savvy, look at this. Justin, Trump media announces $2.5 billion Bitcoin treasury to be created from stock sales. You can't make this shit up. You know, I'm going to be honest here and tell you guys, like, I voted for Trump. I thought there was a good possibility that it was maybe for the people and some things were going to change, but everything they've done so far, basically, he started the Bitcoin treasury because he said he would, and he got the Bitcoiners to vote for him, which, you know, he changed the things that any normal person would have changed, right? Like the gender crap that was going on, right? Guys using the women's bathroom, can't do that no more. I mean, that was, any normal person would change that, right? Because that was some weird, freaky shit going on the other side. But really, like the Doge, the fraud, the people gonna pay, nobody's paying for shit. Epstein files not getting released. I mean, just the shit that really mattered to me isn't happening, right? There's nothing big happening there. I don't know. It's rather discouraging. And then people are like, just wait, it takes time to build cases. They've built cases, trust me. If they were going to do anything, they would have done anything. Some people would have gotten in trouble. Nobody's getting in trouble for the so-called fraud that was going on. And you know what? It's going to continue to going on. So if you suck at life, if you can't play sports, if you can't do physical labor, be a politician and just take people's money. That's the easiest way to get by, right? When you are suck at everything else in life. And the scary thing about the government, they're getting into and dabbling into things they should not. For one, these politicians, these people that make the rules on I don't know. You're letting people that have no idea how to run their own business or do anything make rules on how we do stuff, right? And they're making laws on just, I don't know. This stuff has gotten sickening. I can't really put it into words without watching, you know, YouTube thinking I'm saying something else, but it's just really saddening lately. What do you think of the crypto dinner Trump had last week? You know, I didn't see that, but I know every time he has a crypto dinner, so that's all about money, right? You can pay to be in that if you want to pay to be in that, or you can buy Trump coin and have the most Trump coin. Whoever has so many Trump coin can go. Scandals, man. It's all shady, Skippy. Like I said, pretty shitty how he's doing things. Guys, only thing he cares about is the market, just like they were saying, or his puppet master only cares about the market. You let me know what you think. Do you think someone's controlling him, or he is just literally doing what he does? Because in all reality, these people with billions and hundreds of millions of dollars have no idea how normal people live. They don't care, no matter what they tell you, right? They don't give a shit. All they care about is themselves. You have to take care of you. If you're expecting the government to take care of you, you are fucked, right? Fucked. Anyway, enough with my little rant. You guys aren't very talkative today. There's 51 people. Are you all just waiting for a promo code for a $200? Daddy Warp Speed is just a red puppet, Maddie. I believe so. I believe so, too. Well, no tax on overtime is going to be huge. I mean, if it passes, it would be cool. You know, that's, I mean, that should be anyway. We shouldn't even be paying taxes in all reality. You know, that's some made up shit that was supposed to help with the war that they never took away. Just like property taxes. We're paying way too much in taxes, guys. And I'll probably get hit pretty hard on YouTube for saying that. We're getting smoked. And they use our tax money for dumb shit. So this whole economy right now is, you know, if you look at what they're spending our tax money on, that's the economy. They're just using our tax money to move money and to make shit look like it's happening. When if they quit all that shit, we wouldn't have to pay nearly the taxes we pay, right? So the pot, like Michigan, for example, in California, everyone has the pot thing. The taxes off the pot, alcohol, tobacco, vape, that tax is enough to do whatever they got to do, right? The rest is just bullshit for them to find a way to put it in their bank account. So yeah, the no tax on overtime, cool, but we shouldn't even have income tax like that anyways. We just should not. There should be no federal income tax. We get screwed. And then like people that doubt this can happen with a huge dump here, right? People that doubt this don't understand why this happens, right? The reason big dumps like this happen, people get to the end of their wits, right? They are struggling like you couldn't even imagine at this point, right? Look at the Great Depression. Families are struggling. They're willing to be okay with any new rules or anything if just help them out, right? And that's what happens. They get people to their knees and then they make more rules like income tax, shit like that. That's how we get stuck into that crap. So that is another reason I believe this is going to happen. There's going to be some big changes. And maybe they will take away that overtime tax, but they're going to get you some way out the back door for sure. There's no doubt about it. Like the big new great fabulous jalopy bill. I'm not going to lie and say I'm going to read it, but I probably should because I know there's shit in there that is just off the wall, crazy, stupid shit. I don't know how big it is, but I'm sure it's a huge bill, and I'm sure a lot of, and Trump didn't write it. For one, he didn't sit there and write the whole thing. He don't have time. He's not involved in every little thing that he talks about. There's no possible way. He probably doesn't really even understand crypto, except, oh, you mean if I put my name on this, I give myself a bunch of them and I can sell them later for make a lot of money, or sell them when I release it and make a lot of money. Money, money, money. That's all that's about. I'm trying to stay calm here, but this stuff has gotten really out of hand. The biggest tax is money printing. Benny coins, true. I mean, that is a big tax. Yeah, that is a big tax. Right now, they're printing money to buy the debt and to buy stocks, right? That's how they're pumping the market. Kicking the can down the road. That's what I was talking about. They're kicking the can down the road, guys. They're prolonging some very ugly shit. Oh, what's this? Dow Jones. Oh, it turned around. So the 10 o'clock reversal was 1018. Continued up from there. Let's see what happens. So our next line of resistance is going to be right here for the Dow. If it can get up above this, it may do a big jump in a big way. 42,150. If it gets past that, I mean, we can just look at the old resistance. We would be looking for... There's no... we'd be looking for approximately 42.3 within the next, but maybe this week, if it's able to get up to that level, right? Oh no, today it would probably shoot up there pretty quick. I forgot I was on the 1 minute chart. Let's go to the 4 hour chart. You guys want to look at some altcoins? We can look at some altcoins if you guys wish. Let's see. Yeah. So is this making an inverse head and shoulders here? Let me get this off of here. Let's get all this off of here right now. Would this be an inverse head and shoulders? And what would the target be if it is, or if it ends up being? All right. So what we would do is go from the neckline, right? Right here, bring it up. If we do break this, the Dow could make a new all-time high. And this is where I think it would be. That inverse head and shoulders there. Let's put a, let's go right here. About 49.1, 49.2. Let's just say 49 just to be safe. Yeah. So around 49 would be the target of this if it is an inverse head and shoulders. And what would that do? That would make Bitcoin also go to another new all-time high. We'll see what happens. Obviously, no guarantees there. I wouldn't get too jumpy right now if I was you. Thanks, Benny. I appreciate it, man. Me too, Blackie. I've been super busy. I'm about to get busy again today. I'm trying to get all this stuff done on the property and all that good stuff. I need to go grab my boat and bring it home and power wash it and stuff too. So anyways, all right, let's take a look at some altcoins, guys. Ooh, this is dropping pretty good now. So remember, if we do drop past this bottom trend line, approximately, depending on where it hits, right? This is a 4 hour chart. So around 108.2, we're most likely headed down to that 104 and possibly back under 100 with the measured moves. But anyway, let's get into, here's Tesla. Tesla's making a little jump today. Remember, as long as Tesla don't go above 372.81, this could just be a wave 4 and then a continuation down. Remember, he's claiming he's back to 100% into his companies and stuff. So of course you're going to see this, or he's saying that because they understand markets and know where they're going. and get people excited. So again, unless we get above that 372, I'm not being fooled by this Tesla move. I think we continue to the downside quite a bit. Unless this was wave 4 down here and wave 5 here, because it did make a lower low, and that is more possible, I guess. Then you got 1, 2, 3, 4. No, 1, 2, 3. Working on wave 3, 4. We could just be making another huge ABC right here, which would look something like this. Maybe come up to the golden pocket zone and continue down. Would get us to maybe that 151 again. Let's take a look at that. Let's say it gets up here, right, to the golden pocket zone. We're going to throw the Fibonacci extension on there from the high to the low, and where we go here. Oh, it would get it all the way down to right around our target 106-ish, which you can see we already landed there a couple times, but we'll see what happens. Now, again, before we go on to look at other ones, and I will take a look. Speaking of taxes, I need to pay mine in a week or two. Chewy, damn, a little late on your taxes, huh? Be careful with that. I hate paying taxes. It paralyzes me for like 3 months, right? But when I get it done, it feels so good. Make sure you're hiring someone if you're playing in crypto, just to make it a lot easier on yourself. Hire a good tax person that knows how to do it. Okay, Apple. Remember, our Apple target from here is right around 160 is what we're looking for from this breakdown here, unless, of course, all stock markets pump again. Could we move this down to here? We could, but I think this was a good break, right? Came down hard. Yeah, I think 160 is good for target for that. All right, there's our Tesla. We just talked about that. Oh, this is Bitcoin. Now, this is the weekly, and depending on what happens here, right? Obviously, this is all new week, but our week closed up there. Again, this could continue up, but as of right now, looking at the weekly, we've done nothing but make some huge bearish divergence, right? He made a lower high in the RSI, a much higher high in the price action. Now, let's go down to, we're going to take a look at the altcoins too, guys, but I just want to take a look at a fresh, clean chart. Let's go to the 3-day chart. See if we got divergence there. Yes, we still have divergence there in the 3-day chart. Let's take a look at the daily. Same thing. We have some huge divergence here, guys. Definitely something to be cautious about. But if you want to stay bullish, you also made hidden bullish divergence right here. So I guess it depends on what you're watching. Or this is on the daily. But was that the bounce and it's over? We're still on the daily above the 8, 13, 21, all our EMAs, right? Our AEMA lies about 108.4, 108.2. That's something you're going to want to watch, because that's what we talked about, where our, let's go back over to that chart. Right here, this trend line, 108.2-ish, right? Let's see, we breaking even on this one yet? Yeah, we're 15 up on this one. Okay, so I will be posting where these trades are and when I get out and stuff on my X. So make sure you follow me on Twitter or X, whatever you want to call it. It's down below. 93 likes. Man, we're almost there, guys. You guys are actually going to get $200 promo code. Remember, only the first person to use it once I put it in the chat. So if you're not signed up, make sure you sign up to Prime XBT. You don't even have to make a deposit. Although, if you do make a deposit using my link, you get 100% deposit bonus up to $10,000. So you can put $100 in or $10. They'll match it all the way up to $10,000 to use towards your margin. But for those of you that just want to use the free $200 account, make sure you're signed up. I'm going to give it a couple minutes because it definitely looks like we're going to hit that 90 or 100 likes. Bitcoin's coming down a little bit. What time's the conference start? Does anyone know the Bitcoin conference? And remember, only the first person to use the link once I put it in there gets it. What time does the conference start? Anybody know? Let's take a look at the altcoins now. We're gonna. All right, so XRP is below our 8 and 13 and 21 EMA. 55 is support right now. If it breaks that 229, your next support is going to be the 200 EMA at 2, and then of course all the way down to 143. Most likely we're going to head down here again, unless we get a crazy pump for the conference, which is possible. But so here's Solana. This is what we were looking for, a retest of this channel of Solana. Didn't quite get it, but that may have just been enough to continue down to our target of 27 bucks. Now, if it breaks back above this 192, then, you know, the bulls are going to be happy, because then we're continuing to a new all-time high in the bull market. But as of right now, we are still just getting rejected on this channel. And ADA, Cardano is above it. Let's get this stuff out of the way. Trend line. If we want to use that trend line, I think Cardano is going to go back down to this 30 bucks at least, and possibly lower. Let's see. Now, if we put this trend line up here off the 2 wicks, remember this big wick, this was a, what was it, the Bitcoin dinner or something. So we may see another spike like that. If we do see a spike like that today, I would probably get the hell out or short. I'm already in shorts, so. But anyway, where is the top if we do get a big rally? 105.21. Ooh, 117 likes. How do we get so many likes and not so many viewers? Is it not being real with my viewers? I don't know. It says Tuesday today at 4:50 p.m. 4:50 p.m. I thought it was like noon. All right, 4:50 p.m. I guess we'll watch, see what happens at 4:50 p.m. This one went into profit, 200 bucks in profit. I can't check my Prime one right now. Obviously, it's going to be in way more profit. It was at break even when I showed you a minute ago. So we're probably up a few thousand on the Prime XBT trade, but because we are 6 Bitcoin short, so every $100 is $1,000. I mean, $600. Every $1,000 is 6,000. So it adds up quick in wins and losses. For those of you that don't know how to use margin, be careful with it if you're not familiar with it. I've made some older Prime XBT tutorials talking about, you know, how you can check the margin on there using the trading style I use. 5. Let me know who wins that too, out of curiosity. I need to write down I used that one. So, what is today? Tuesday? Anyways, did everyone have a great weekend? I know I did. I got a lot done around here. I broke a lot of stuff, fixed a lot of stuff, broke a lot of stuff. Some people have been using like bots. Yeah, it sucks that bots are so often. Now let's see if it still continues to grow. We're at 118 likes. Let's see if YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming, as such viewers will experience buffering. What's going on with this crap, with buffering crap? No idea why this is so shitty streaming lately. Is there anywhere else anyone is streaming that's doing good and a lot of people going to it? Just out of curiosity, I need something other than YouTube because it's really just pissing me off. 100% pissing me off. BITUNIX campaign section is empty. Should the contest be there? No, once you sign up using my link, you're already involved in it. Because it goes by, it's not so much a campaign, right? Or it's my campaign. But it goes by your trading volume. So if you hit these trading volumes, that's what you'll win, right? Get with them. Last week there was a bunch of watches, or last month there was a bunch of watches won, but nothing more than that. Rumble and Abstract. I heard of Rumble, but can you live stream on Rumble? You didn't used to be able to live stream, just recordings. And what about Abstract? Never heard of Abstract. Do a lot of people use that, Baki? Baron Boss Lady, how's things going over on your end? Hey, I still have that skid steer if you're interested. I get a lot of hits on it, but no one ever comes around. It's my last one. I'll hook you up cheap, Bear, if you're still here. Now it's excellent connection. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with this stream. I might just have too many windows open. I have no idea. Anthony, what's up, brother? What's up, Duke? Cheers. Do me a favor. Exit the chat. Hit the like button and come back in. It seemed like the like stopped when I passed that out. I gotta figure out how to battle these bots, man. Did anybody get it? Anybody get it? Okay, there's another one. All right. Let's see, where are we at with Bitcoin now? It's trying to stay above the EMAs here. It's giving it a hell of a shot. All right, I got a couple more sips of coffee. Get them out. So make sure you guys, like I said, if you want to take advantage of that 100% deposit bonus, sign up using my link down below, or you can use promo code SAVVY50 if you're already signed up using my link. I'm sorry, Crypto Savvy 100 if you're already signed up using my link. That'll get you that $10,000 or up to $10,000 bonus. And like I said, if you want to give it a shot, try to win yourself a Tesla, Rolex, or many other things, check out the BITUNIX one down below. Sign up using my link and you'll be signed up for all this stuff here. So, all right, guys, thanks for tuning in. Much appreciated. And I'm out. I will catch you in the next one. See you tomorrow.